outside light of the house acting as a beacon, enticing him closer. Once he reached the porch, he took a final glance around and then rang the bell. Moments later, Ted opened the door and seemed genuinely pleased to see him. He almost turned back and walked away. But the lure of what was waiting for him inside proved impossible for him to ignore. Ted stepped back, inviting him into his home, the way he always did. Guilt wrapped itself around his heart. He had to push that aside and concentrate on making his goals achievable. He had a vast debt to pay. That was why he was doing this, no other reason. He thought of Ted and Maureen as members of his family. But if he didn't do this, his life would be on the line. Killing them would mean his own salvation. Chapter 1. Always punctual, Detective Inspector Sara Ramsey arrived at work half an hour before her shift was due to begin. She was surprised to find her partner, Detective Sergeant Carla Jameson, already working at her desk. "Blimey, did you shit the bed or something?" Carla's dainty nose wrinkled. "Crap. You can be so uncouth at times, boss." Sara laughed. "I'll consider myself reprimanded with that remark. What are you up to?" "Tying up a few loose ends. You know me. Hate it when I'm drowning in paperwork. Makes it hard to concentrate when another case drops on my desk." "I admire your conscientiousness. Wish everyone on the team possessed the same work ethic. Sadly, that's not the case. Anything on the wires overnight?" Sara asked on her way to the vending machine. She returned with 2 cups of coffee and placed one on the desk next to Carla. "Thanks. All quiet as far as I can tell. Mind you, I last viewed the computer an hour ago. A mass murderer could have struck in that time." Sara shook her head and tutted. "Hardly. Not on our patch. Nothing that gritty happens in sleepy Hertfordshire, in case you hadn't noticed." Carla's eyebrows rose. "I think you're forgetting the masked hold-up at the bank we had recently, plus the incident concerning the man who deliberately ran down his wife because she was seeking a divorce." She raised her hands in defeat. "All right. Maybe those couple of incidents slipped my mind. Anyway, an hour, you said. What time did you get here this morning?" "Around 7. Andrew had a meeting in London and needed to get on the road by 6. You know what I'm like. Once I'm awake, that's it for the day. Thought I'd be better off coming in early." "What was the alternative?" Carla shrugged. "An early morning run or tidying up the house. Neither of which appealed to me at 6 this morning. The only other option left open to me was to start work early." She took a sip from her coffee and pulled a face. "Crap. You forgot the sugar." She opened the drawer beside her and withdrew a packet of granulated sugar and a teaspoon. "No, I didn't. I ordered 1 sugar as usual." Sara objected adamantly. "The damn machine must have run out again. I keep telling Will and Barry to stop filling their coffee with 5 sugars. Selfish shits." Sara tasted her own coffee and shuddered. "Stick one in there for me. I'll need to ring the vending machine people. Ask them to top it up again." "You'd be better off telling the boys to buy their own bag of sugar." "I'll do that as well. Right, I'll be in my office, should you need me. There's bound to be a mountain of paperwork vying for my attention after the weekend." "Crampons at the ready. I poked my head in the office earlier, on the off chance you were in." Curling her lip, Sara rolled her eyes up to the ceiling and walked across the incident room to her office. The office overlooked the park opposite. Every morning, Sara passed